The city that never sleeps starts to wake. This is the InsideEdition.com coronavirus news for June 8, 2020. New York City begins Phase 1 of its reopening today. Phase 1 means a return to work for manufacturing, construction, and retail businesses.
You want to talk about a turnaround? This one, my friends, is going to go in the history book. New York was the hardest hit. And in 98 days, we have gotten to a much, much different place.
But this retail store owner knows things won't be back to pre-pandemic levels just yet.
No making what we were making before, but at least it's a start point.
Still, Mayor Bill DeBlasio was jubilant.
And we should all feel this is a moment that every New Yorker should celebrate as our achievement together, your achievement, because you did the hard work to fight back the coronavirus so we could get to Phase 1.
Inside Edition's Ann Mercogliano shares how all those returning workers will be getting to their jobs.
Spreading the coronavirus on mass transit is a major concern as New York City approaches Phase 1 of its reopening.
One big question, in a city where most people don't have cars and rely on public transportation to get around, will they feel safe returning to work?
Subways, buses, and commuter lines are being disinfected every day. Slowly, the number of passengers is ticking up, going from 446,000 a day last month to 583,000 a day today. But there's still a wariness about taking public transportation, where 131 city transit workers have died from COVID-19. Michael Benjamin is an op-ed columnist for the New York Post and has recorded his subway ride experiences.
You notice they put down the social distancing markers, and that's been here the last 2 weeks or so. Not exactly sure how it's going to work when commuters return.
He says he's observed most of his fellow passengers practicing social distancing. Benjamin says some of what he's seen has been upsetting.
There are people who get on board who start talking loud, they're not wearing a mask, so they're expelling air and stuff, talking to each other, getting close to each other. Yeah, they're kind of worrisome when they behave that way.
Concerns other riders may also have when New York City reopens.
Now InsideEdition.com's Sal Bono shares a story about the parallels between two pandemics.
I spoke to many people like Michael Musto, Dr. Dimitri Daskalakis, who is New York City's leading expert in HIV and AIDS, as well as the busiest man in America, Dr. Anthony Fauci, about the social parallels of the coronavirus and the HIV/AIDS epidemic. I also spoke to Dr. Anthony Fauci about what New York City will look like when it reopens.
When all is said and done with this epidemic, what do you think we as a society will learn from? Is it that maybe packing people into major cities on a subway is not the answer? Will things like...
I think that we'll think about that, but it won't change. I don't think you're going to change the subway system where people are smashed in like sardines at a rush hour. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think what we might learn is something a little bit more sublime than that.
Okay.
That we all are interconnected and we depend upon each other. That as much as we can inadvertently hurt each other by spreading infections from one person to another, we can depend on each other to protect each other. So I think that's much more of a philosophical lesson than it is a practical lesson like putting people on subway cars. But I think people are aware that we're vulnerable in our interdependence, but we also have the opportunity to help each other in our interdependence.
There are over 7 million confirmed cases of COVID-19 and over 400,000 deaths worldwide. There are over 110,000 deaths in the United States. For more on the coronavirus pandemic, visit InsideEdition.com.